good night. And always remember, that's...
Hello and welcome to the Loose Butthole Reviews. I am your host, Smokey, and joining with me as always is my co-host, Spooge.
Hello.
And before we get into the movie proper, there are 3 rules that we always got to give. First rule is our rating must be a 5 out of 5, 1 being we hate it, 5 being we love it. Rule number 2 is if we want our money back, we give it a Jeff Goldblum. And number 3 is if we deem it necessary, we'll give it a God tier, a 6 out of 5, but we have to agree on it.
Mm-hmm.
And today we are reviewing the movie Joker.
Yes.
And we can already go ahead and give our rating. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mine will be a 4.5 out of 5.
And mine will be the 4 out of 5.
Alright, so I have to ask, what made you take off a whole point?
It was just kind of the context of now that I've kind of like seen the movies that it's based off, or not based off of, but that it kind of pays homage to. It's like, and it's not like in a way like, oh, I dislike this, but it was just like, it kind of made that made a little bit more sense to me. I thought that the main violin track was a little overused, just a tad bit, and of course the Wayne plot line is spooky to me. But I still loved it, and but also I've seen this movie a lot, and it is kind of like it is not like I'm getting tired of it, but it definitely hits less and less.
Gotcha. I kind of feel you on that one. I haven't watched this as many times as you probably, but I have watched this a lot one too. The only reason why I did not love this is, I gotta say, is the Wayne. It's unnecessary. It is so unnecessary, especially in this movie. Like it's such like it would be much better to have it like them as like background Easter eggs, like, oh shit, that's Thomas Wayne, and oh, what's going on with that? And I guess
even if he was just the politician that he was going after,
I guess you could have had him go to the manor and mess with the kid Bruce, but even that, like, I don't even think that whole plot point is necessary whatsoever.
It was more like the movie was like, oh, we're not confident enough in this like existing on its own, so we still have to have the excuse of like, oh yeah, he's Batman. There's Batman, guys. You guys wanting to see Batman? We got to give you Batman.
Hey, Batman, and here's the origin, and that's the fucking. They gotta show us every single.
They gotta shoehorn it in.
They gotta show us somehow. They gotta fucking have him. It just.
And everyone's killed fucking his parents at this point.
This one, it was not done well either. Like I don't know. Like I've seen so many of the Batman origin story that this one really did not hit home at all. It was just like, what the fuck? Like, why is this?
It was definitely like, we're gonna do this in a quick take because we have to put it in, I guess, contractually.
And
let's just get it over with.
I really
get what you're fucking deserve.
I hate that I fixed it. That all you have to do is show the marquee, and if you really want to do the thing, you can have the gunshots go off, and you can have the dude. We can at least hear that, but just show the marquee. Don't show the fucking, because we don't need to see it. We've already seen the fucking Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne get shot so many times now. So many times. It's so... I have to take the half a point away. It just ruins the movie for me. It's like, it would be almost perfect if the Bruce Wayne fucking, like, you can even have him confront Tom, like, it would have been even weirder if he did confront Thomas Wayne just randomly in the bathroom instead of, like, randomly show up to his house. It would have been a lot more creepier scene, but nope.
But other than that, it's still a phenomenal film. It's still like, I mean, still a lot of great scenes. I mean, just Joaquin Phoenix
Ooh,
fucking
nails it.
nails it. Yeah,
He is. I.
Jinx Yomiko.
He's definitely one of my favorite Jokers, if
Yeah.
not my favorite. It's gonna be a little unfair that we already have way more screen time than Heath Ledger, but depending on the sequel, he might be able to overtake it, depending on
Mhm.
what they do with him in the sequel. In this
Oh
one,
yeah.
I can't. I'm not really gonna put him above Heath Ledger because we've seen Heath Ledger's Joker, in action. We've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
him, being able to execute a plan, and this is really just showing the unhinged side of the Joker. Because this is
Yeah.
technically an origin story, and another I gotta bring it up. They still make his origin still up in the, like, we don't know he's adopted, and the adoption was private, so that we don't know like who he was adopted from or anything like that. Arthur
Mhm.
Fleck's not his real name.
Oh yeah. I mean, we don't even know what exactly. Like, there's some obvious things that we can say like is obviously not happening, but then there's a lot in this movie that you could even say that it's unsure if
Yeah, that's
if
that's
any
even
of this at
happening.
all is happening. Yeah.
But
So,
and I'm also stating that just like his
mm,
like we don't know who he like we
yeah.
don't know him as a person like at all.
Yeah, we don't have an actual name.
And it's so great, and even the origin, they had him have multiple origins basically. Like, is he Thomas's Wayne's son? Like, is he related at all? Like, now that's
Mhm.
up in the air now because he's adopted and he could be, you know,
Mhm.
but who knows? But I really
Who
hope
knows?
that's not the fucking plan. But we're gonna have a second movie. And I don't
Mhm.
know how I feel about that.
Also,
Because
I may have taken a micro point off of just for the Gary Glitter song. But that's just my own
I'm
thing. I'm not.
yeah it kind of was like I was like, man, there was
I
a
know
time where
he
I
doesn't
would.
get I don't think he doesn't get royalties anymore. He
Yeah, I
sold it
know,
a long
but
time ago to
I
Sony, so
and
it's like technically Sony's.
there was a time that I would have enjoyed the song still, but now it's just like
I
it's
never liked that song. It was always just kind of stupid and
it's
before I
over.
even
It's been
knew.
used way too much. That
Uh,
song has been like
hey, there's
if
some
you're
every
gonna.
sports event. That's
Not
cool.
every sports event that is true, but like any anarchy film too has to play the rift for some reason too. That's in a certain time period. It's like, man, come on. Like, it's not even not even that really of a anarchist
Yeah, it's
song.
just the kind of music snob in me going, ew, Gary Glitter, despite also his crimes.
Yeah. I am aware of them too, but I am less attached to there's I
I
try
mean, I'm
my
not attached
best.
to it.
I separate the artist from the music if it's a band most of the time.
I, oh yeah, I won't say anything against that, but there's like sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can, and sometimes it is very
It
arbitrary.
depends on how like close the band is to me, to be honest. Like, if the
Hmm.
band
Yeah.
seems like they were too close, then it's like, yeah, I didn't know. Like,
Hmm.
I shouldn't even bring them up. Lost Prophets, like the whole band had to know what was going on there, so I can't listen to
Yeah.
them.
Or Inquisition, where it's there's only two people in the band, so and it's the
Yeah,
guitarist slash singer, so it's a
that's
little hard.
that's another good example.
But
But
yeah,
moving on from that, there's really not many other actors in this that I can say really they all serve their purpose, and that's about it. Like,
I definitely want Gaggy in the next movie.
oh man, if they make that one character Gags worse, that would be so great.
Hell yeah.
But of course they're not going to. Of course they're not going to. If they do, though, I'm gonna be that'd be great. That would be.
He's got a reason.
But, we gotta go a
Everyone's
tiny bit
shitty to him.
longer. We gotta go tiny bit longer.
Yes, yes.
So how do you feel the connections between like Taxi Driver and King of Comedy? Since we already watched it, like, do you feel that this does it justice, or do you feel that it's trying to copy and not?
I don't think
pay
it's trying
homage?
to. I don't think it's trying to copy. It's definitely. I think it's blatant enough that it's like an homage to. As I said, like enough for me to even like in my own head can kind of think it's like like almost like Joker watch some Scorsese films, And
Yes,
this
and
is
he's
just kind of
giving
like an
it like
imagine.
his origin. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it almost kind of like feels like to me. Just but I definitely. I mean, I actually think it does some things better than Taxi Driver did, but Taxi Driver I feel still had that creepier aura in it, you know?
That I did, Taxi Driver does have a creepier aura. I will give that, but I had to say, with this, I prefer the message you can come out with this than Taxi Driver. This
Oh yeah, yeah.
I much prefer the anarchist level of message that they give here, and not the vigilante justice message that they try to give, incel justice that they try to give in Taxi Driver.
Mm, I got you. Yeah, yeah. So I still
This is
think,
definitely
even
more
though
like
even though I
anarchist
agree,
messiah.
because I always totally forget that Taxi Driver did fucking inspire fucking uh one dude to fucking shoot Ronald Reagan. That was
Yeah,
the
he
movie
did.
that he saw. Yeah, Jody.
Because he tried to. Yep, yep. Yeah. You didn't know so I'm guessing those jokes really didn't land when I was saying them.
Well, I knew about that it was for Jodie Foster, but I didn't know it was that film in specific because I
Yeah,
thought
it
they were
was.
still landing. They were landing, but in a different way because I'm like, yeah, yeah. Then I'm like, oh shit. I remember I used to know, but I'd forgotten for a little bit, and
Yep.
I did not know when I was watching it.
That is one of the reasons why I kind of didn't watch the movie for the longest time
Mm.
was because of that little factoid. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know. That it's another reason why I don't watch Catcher in the Rye. I don't want any
Catcher in the Rye
media.
is different though. There's nothing you can get out of a violent thing. Like literally, South Park has a whole fucking episode
Still,
on that.
still,
Like this kid's just a whiny little shit. There's nothing even.
still.
Do we need to watch Scrody
When it
McBurger
comes
Balls?
to
I had to fucking
no, I
read
know.
fucking Catcher in the Rye, and it
I
was the most
fucking
boring fucking
I
shit,
had to
dude.
read Catcher in the Rye too, but again, I when I was reading it, I was skeptical because I knew of the backstory,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
always
Marcus David
gives me a
Chapman was
little.
fucking lying about that.
Well, I get that, I
Yeah.
understand that now, but at the time, and most of the time that it's not the case, so.
Mhm.
So just media like that worries me. I don't want to catch any subliminal messages or anything that other people have caught. It just worries me.
So it's funny that the dude who shot Reagan has like the band and a bunch of like appeal now. Like everyone forgets the fact that he was in love with an underage Jodie Foster and was
Oh
just
yeah.
supported him for the shooting of Reagan. That's how much people don't like Reagan.
Okay. Well, I bet that's a sore spot to bring up. Oh,
Because he was pretty old at the time.
since we're talking about Robert De Niro,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, King of
Robert De Niro.
Comedy's side. Well, yeah, yeah.
Let's
I like his character is
acting.
totally an homage to that.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. Like it definitely was King of Comedy all the way
Mhm.
through.
That's why I would definitely say that this isn't like a copycat film. This is definitely an homage type film because I mean you fucking literally have the King of Comedy right there.
Oh man.
He did great. I mean even though I'm glad because I was about to say he always does great, but then I had to hold my tongue because there's so many movies that he phones it in of like those cheap ass movies, but he brought it in this.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm glad to. Um, but yeah, that's
He
pretty
didn't
much
meet the
it.
fuckers this.
Oh yeah, that is, and that we gotta love him for that.
hmm
But yeah, I think
Oh, Zazie Beats. What do you think about Zazie Beats?
yeah, she plays her role well. I'm wondering how she's, cause it's up in the air if her character is alive or not. So
hmm
I'm wondering it, because she is confirmed to be in the second one. Spoilers for. I wonder how, because she could just be a hallucination again. You know, she could
hmm
be dead, and he just like hallucinate her, like, and it be like a problem for him or something like that. Who knows? I'm curious on where her character is gonna go, because in this one we really don't get her character now, do we?
No.
We kind of get her character, but it's most of the character that we get is not the character that's true.
I think I almost agree that he might have actually killed her in rage, especially just like showing how violent he is, like after, you know, the
Maybe we will have to see though, because again, she is confirmed. The actress is confirmed to be in the second one.
oh shit. Oh, I
Yeah.
wonder if she'll be flashbacks or
Yeah,
even
see, like a vision, or again, because she can still be a vision,
hmm
but we'll
Then he
have to
like
see.
reveal that he actually killed her in the first movie.
Maybe that is it. But yeah, that I can't really. I she served her purpose. She
hmm
she she nailed the part she had to, and I
Oh yeah,
hope that
definitely.
in the second one that we get more of the true character, so I can better judge.
Oh yeah,
Cause
because most of the character we saw wasn't real, and it was a fantasy character, so they're
yep.
acting in a strange fantasy way.
Yep, so it's definitely just her, but just being the way that he wants us to see her as, instead of
Yeah.
what she really is.
hmm
And I can't judge somebody on that.
Oh
Not when
yeah.
they're not really there, no, is. But, is that
Oh yeah.
it? Oh, his mom. His
Oh,
mom.
his mom, yeah. She played the part well of a dementia.
Yeah, for sure. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised that that actress had a little bit of it. Because it got scary, some scenes in this, to be honest. Too scary for
I
me.
think it was just a good actress, because
It
especially
would,
because
I
of like
mean, if
the
that is
passive
true,
aggressive
then yeah.
kind of like comments too that are sprinkled in to make him go, oh, let me
And
get
again, here's
you.
the thing. Gotta bring up a theory. She might just be faking all that too.
hmm Oh
Because
yeah,
she's unreliable narrator as well.
definitely. Who knows?
there is not a single narrator you can trust in this.
You can't trust anybody.
That is the
But definitely,
message you
this
should get.
movie it was definitely overblown when it came out about the amount of inceldom, especially comparing
Oh
it to
yeah,
Taxi Driver.
yeah, especially that there's more of an anarchist message than an incel message that you can get from this,
Which
for
is why
sure.
I like Taxi Driver in a way too, because it's almost like a more honest of like someone who would be seen in the news maybe like as a hero, but like if you knew the full story of like who that guy
And this is
was.
just completely fantasy, but again, this might not even be true. We
hmm
have to see what happens in the next movie.
hmm Yeah.
Uh, if you've been listening this long, thank you so much. Please like, comment, and share the video around. Turn on notifications and ring that notification bell so you can. I guess YouTube will notify you when we upload. I'm not sure.
They might.
They
Sometimes
might.
they do. Sometimes they don't.
That it happens, because I'm not sure if YouTube loves us or not.
Shadow Band.
But yeah. Do you have a sign off, Spooge?
Hey, oh, what's What's the do you want us to do another Scorsese film? We'll do another Scorsese film. We're not doing them in any order. If there's a specific one you guys want, fucking do it. Even though this
But
wasn't Scorsese, but this was actually the Hangover guy.
yeah, which is very fucking.
Hey,
It's
well,
really weird.
if there's people that actually put it in the comments, one of the next movies we'll do is a fucking Hangover.
That's actually gonna
We'll have to get a
be
comment for that.
that's gonna be a hard one because I'm gonna actually probably love it.
Oh yeah, I mean the first one
First
is,
one is
is
fucking
I remember always enjoying it. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I
yeah,
love the first one. And it was the two after that
yeah.
start
That
dropping.
ruined the franchise, but yeah.
Yeah,
Who knows? We might review it. We might review it in the future. We'll see.
we definitely will if you put a comment down there.
Oh, if you put it in the comments, it definitely will happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we still haven't delivered on the other thing.
Hey, that it still hasn't been available yet. It still has not.
Yeah. No,
Melody
I did say that I was
Mulholland.
gonna give a booby prize for and make it be Blue Velvet because Blue Velvet
I
is
am looking
successful.
out for it. Mulholland Drive will come as soon as it is available to us.
They just haven't been in the weird mood for Blue Velvet.
Yeah. But yeah, this will. I think we can do a bye bye.
Bye bye.
I know. Isn't it beautiful?